to Rubbin Minds. Before the break, we spoke to a nominee in the prize for journalism at the Future Awards Africa 2018. Today, we also have a nominee for the prize of fashion, Tosin Ogundadegbe, and you're a creative director, stylist, fashion consultant, fashion writer. You've worked with the who's and who's, with magazines, the celebrities. And I mean, looking at you, I can see style oozing out. I hope I'm okay.
Much. Of course, you look good.
Thank you. How did you get into styling?
It was accidental.
Okay. Can you remember the moment or the experience?
Yes. It was my second extra year at the Fashionable University. I was a little bit frustrated, and I like to describe that my affair with fashion as an accidental romance gone right. I went to visit a friend at one of the halls in school, and then I saw them watching Sex and the City, and I watched about 2 episodes, and it changed my entire life, and that's why I'm here today.
And what about it? Is it the costume that was worn, or did it challenge the style you were already used to? And your style is quite different. I mean, it's almost edgy, controversial, and almost like you're just on a one-man army.
Exactly. Patricia Field did a fantastic job on the girls of Sex and the City, and it was the fact that it was different, and she was able to bring out each character's personality. My favorite, obviously, was Carrie Bradshaw. If you know me, you know I have an obsession with Carrie Bradshaw. Yes. So it really changed my life.
Did you feel when going into styling that you needed to conform, or what if people in Nigeria don't get it? What if it's more the Oyibo people out there that understand my style?
For a bit, I lived my life for others. But I realized if you want to achieve so much, you need to live for yourself at the same time. So at some point, I decided to be rebellious and just do things my own way, wear things that make me happy, not really giving.
What kind of feedback did you get then? I mean, you're in a university campus.
Yeah. Okay, funny thing was, while I was in the uni, I wasn't a fashionable person. I was a shorts, t-shirt, slippers, not even just slippers, bathroom slippers.
Okay.
That was my style in uni. But upon getting out, it took me a while to find myself. And the minute I found myself, I said goodbye to the rest of the world and decided to leave for me.
Clearly, you didn't study fashion in university. So, I mean, you deciding to go down this path, did you receive any advice or concern from maybe parents, family, that you might be wasting your life away doing this fashion thing?
Of course I did. Okay, for a bit, my parents were nervous. They were very nervous. Like, oh, we sent you to school, fashion. They couldn't place it together. But along the line, they gave me their blessings. Like, they really prayed for me, if this is what you want to do. Because every time they will call my sibling and tell him to leave whatever he's doing. He needs to get a full-time job, blah, 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 blah. But at some point when they saw I was very adamant, I knew what I wanted and I wasn't going to conform. Even if I was broke, this is what I wanted to do. And they prayed for me, gave me their full blessings. And it's been good since then.
I like how you say even when you were broke, so you don't have money and you're doing styling according to your own rules. How did you draw that line between being commercial and being creative, like paying the bills but yet appealing to the kind of people that you wanted to work with? Okay,
so when I started, I had to prove a point why I was in this business. It wasn't business as it were then. I've been in this industry since 2011, but I officially started my business like 4 years ago. And people don't get to see the part where you have to struggle, where you have to do the free jobs, just so you're building your books and building your portfolio. Times when you have to do things yourself and spend out of your own money. You do jobs, they probably give you stipends. But the most important, what was important for me was I knew I was building my books. I didn't know when I was going to it took me 6 years to get a break. 6 years of struggle. 6 years of my finances fluctuating, let me use that word. But I just went for it because at the end of every job, I find fulfillment. It's very hard when you are out there and then your account is reading 0. But at some point, I knew I had paid my dues. I knew I had worked really hard. The universe just smiled at me and things.
What was that big break like? Was it an instance? Was it a check of a 6-figure number?
Okay, the big break for me was, I think I had 2 big breaks. The first was when I had to style the Oni of Ife and his Olori for the official portraits. The second was when I was requested to be one of the head stylists at GT Bank Fashion Weekend. That was the very first one. And I had to curate an installation and do a whole lot of work. It put me on a totally different pedestal. So if anyone is coming, before you can get this guy, man, your account has to be really good. So that was what changed. Those were the two events that changed my life. 2016.
So fast forward to 2018, you're
Yes.
being nominated for the Future Awards Africa Prize for Fashion. How did you hear about the nomination and what was the feeling like?
I was at my best friend's wedding. I was the best man. And I got a call. I broke down.
Like cried?
I cried.
Oh, wow.
I cried because it made me realize, it made me appreciate the process. It wasn't like I moved into Lagos and I knew a bunch of cool kids or a bunch of rich people. I struggled. I toiled from the bottom. Like I was an intern, then I became an assistant, and in between that, even standing on my own, I had to do a whole lot of work. So when I got that call, it just flashed in my face that, man, this has happened. I cried. I won't even deny it. I cried. I told my best friend, was so happy. He told his wife, and then it just kept going around. I was so happy.
And your parents?
My parents are always so supportive. When I told them, they were super excited. They're always so supportive of me. Always so supportive. I can remember one of my first shoots that I did, and I needed money to execute the shoots. I called my dad. I said, Dad, I need money. It was like Tosin, well, no problem. And then, so they've been so supportive. They've been very supportive of me.
How important are platforms like these awards in really stimulating and raising the bar overall in the game?
To be candid, it's a fantastic initiative, and I'll tell you why. It makes either the next generation of creatives or the creatives existing at the moment, it makes you keep working hard and keep enjoying the process. It makes you keep enjoying the process. And because it's very credible, it's not a popularity contest. It's not a who knows who contest. Your work, your body of work would have brought you to getting the nomination.
So it's meritocratic.
Yes, exactly. That's the word. So it puts everybody on their toes. It puts you on your toes.
So are you on your toes now?
I never rest. I'm not the type to say, oh, I've got it. I'm not even close.
You made it. You're now there.
I'm not even close to where I want to be. I'm not even close to it. So I'm constantly on the move.